What's up, guys? I'm Dwayne,
I'm Alicia.
and we are Blackboard Gaming, where we teach you about all these great board games out there.
Waiting to be played by you and yours.
I'm a simple man, don't want a complication. Complication.
This has been a very stressful week for us.
Last weekend, our region had a lot of rain. As a result, many people's basements were flooded. We were affected by that.
Yeah, our basement flooded, and of course, this is where my board games are. So, fortunately, I had the forethought of when I put my board games down here, I made sure that the bottom shelves were more empty boxes of like for expansions, or if I had the big box, I took everything out that box or whatever. And then there were some games down there that I wasn't a big fan of, but I put all my favorite board games higher up. So we it was some damage, but and I lost maybe like 10 board games, but
He didn't lose a lot of board games. We lost some other stuff, but
right,
he didn't lose
it's
a lot of
some
board
other
games.
things, but yeah, my board games are okay.
So, with that being said, we thought it would be really cool if we talked about board games that we find relaxing.
Yeah, because we really, well, I know I really needed it this week. Just board games in general help me to relax, So I thought about it and I asked my wife, like, what would you consider a relaxing board game? So here we go. Now, she's going to just give you her five. She's going to highlight five. I'm ranking my five.
So, first of all, let me tell you what I think makes a board game relaxing. First of all, it has to be easy to play.
Like low maintenance, huh?
Yes, it cannot be a heavyweight Euro style game.
Right.
So, easy to play, low key competitive, not intensely competitive, and a theme that's appealing.
Okay. That's your criteria.
Yes.
All right. My criteria is the game, it has to have a relaxing theme. Like when you're playing the game, it doesn't really matter who wins. It's just more like the experience is relaxing.
Okay.
Okay. This actually was a hard list for me.
Because why?
Because I find playing board games in general relaxing.
So you had to find something that other people besides you might find relaxing.
Right, because when all this stuff going on with the flood and work and all that, I found myself playing what's that, the game Kinkopolis, and I played a lot of Kinkopolis, the solo mode, and the Kinkopolis is not a lightweight game. But I found myself very relaxed. I was like,
It's your it's your Calgon place.
Yes, I was like, yes. Oh, that's where I was. All right, so let's get to it. Ladies first? What's your number? Yeah, not your number one. What's the first one you want to talk about?
Wingspan.
Okay.
So Wingspan is probably the least simple game on my list, but it has a very relaxing, appealing theme. And even though it's competitive, it's not intensely competitive. And it's an informative game. Learning stuff
About the birds.
learning stuff about anything is
Yeah.
just fascinating to me. So that part appeals to me as well.
Yeah, a Wingspan is a good choice. Okay, I have to tell you this. Even though you're not ranking yours, we got our first crossover. My number five was Wingspan.
Okay.
Because Wingspan has such a relaxing theme. You're attracting
Yes.
birds to your aviary. And it's just a beautiful game. The art is beautiful.
Yes.
And it was one of the most relaxed experience I've had playing this game was when, we went up north and we rented the cabin and we had a outdoor deck on the second floor and we played Wingspan.
Now, I was new to the game at that point, so it was probably more relaxing for him than for me.
I was so relaxed. It was like nice outside. The birds was chirping, so I didn't have to put on the bird soundtrack in the background or whatever. And it was just really, really fun. So that's my number 5 Wingspan.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
What's your next one?
My next one is Walking in Burano. I like Walking in Burano. Again, I like the theme. It's a pretty game. I like the so you're on a residential. You're on the street, and you're building houses on the street. And the thing about the houses is they're colorful. So even tourists. So this is a real place in Italy. So tourists come to look at the colorful houses. So your job is to make your houses appealing and keep them from like you can't have two houses of the same color next to each other. So it's very low-key competitive, and it's just, to me, it's just a chill game.
Yeah, but Walking Burano is a very, very pretty game. And the fun, why I was laughing was because right before I introduced her to Walking Burano, I showed her a game called Four Gardens, which I think was very relaxing.
I did not find it relaxing. And honestly, I understand the appeal of Four Gardens, but for me, when you put garden in the name, it's supposed to be a chill game. I didn't feel like Four Gardens was chill like that.
Yeah, because she didn't like the fact that, there's a little bit of take that,
Yes.
but right after I showed her Four Gardens, then I showed her Walking in Burano.
Yes.
And she was like, yeah, this is what I'm talking
This is-
about.
yes.
Yeah, this is relaxing.
Exactly.
Walking Burano is a beautiful game.
Yes.
Okay, well, my number 4, like I said, I'm ranking mine, is a game called Sunset Over Water.
All right. That actually sounds chill.
Yeah, Sunset Over Water, you're pretty much a hiker going out in nature and you're painting.
Okay.
You're painting the scenes, and then you're going to sell your paintings,
Okay.
and to get points. And it's just a simple card. You got the cards, and all the cards have this beautiful art, and it's just that simple. Sunset, just the name, Sunset Over Water,
Yeah.
And I really like that game. I got to
Okay.
get that back to the table because I haven't played it in a little bit. But when I started thinking about relaxed games, that one just really popped in my head.
That makes sense.
Okay. So, what's your third one?
Santa Monica. Santa Monica is you're building your pier. I like that aspect of it. I love the beach scene. The theme of you on a beach. I love the pastel colors. It honestly is a little bit like Walking in Burano, but whereas Burano has vibrant colors, Santa Monica has pastels and just more relaxed colors. But yeah, that tableau building,
You are picking some good ones.
I just
You're
really,
picking some good ones because, like I said, you're making this list like it was tough for me, but now because Santa Monica, yeah, you're building a pier out on the beach.
Yes.
You're just watching people playing volleyball or going to weddings
Yes.
and all that. So yeah,
Yes.
Santa Monica is a really nice game.
Yes.
Okay, it's not on my list though. It could have been easily, but it wasn't the one.
Okay.
All right. I will say this. My number 3 is our second crossover. Walking in Burano. I like Walking in Burano. It's so pretty. It is so pretty.
It is. It is.
So, okay. Now, we've already talked about walking around. So you go, what's your fourth one?
Paperback.
Okay.
So, I love playing with words. One of my favorite relaxing activities to do solo is crossword puzzles. And paperback is just a fun way to interact.
Assemble words.
Yup, I love it. I get to build my own word.
Yeah.
Not make them up.
Yeah, because I think you be flying through them crossword puzzles. I think you just be putting anything down.
Whatever.
I do. I'm sorry.
Whatever. Crossword puzzles are just fun.
Yeah, you do be knocking them out, though. So, yeah, paperback is a good one. I remember when I came across this one, because at first it was hard to find, but I found it at the board game cafe. And I was like, yep, she going to love that one. So I
Yes.
got that one.
Yes.
All right. So, my number 2, okay, is Tokaido.
I haven't played that
No,
one.
you have. I want you to play it, but I love Tokaido. It's like one of the first games that I got into, and just
Yes, I remember.
the whole theme of you're traveling along this Japanese road, trying to do the most stuff. You know, like when we went down to the Smoky Mountains, we didn't want to just sit in the house. We went whitewater rafting. We wanted to do some stuff. You know, in Tokaido, you're painting panoramas, you're buying souvenirs, you're meeting people along the road, you're going to the temple to donate money, or you're going to the farm to work, or you're visiting the hot springs. You know, you got to go to the farm to work because you know you're on a minimalist vacation.
See, that's not how I travel. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so you gotta if you're buying souvenirs, you want to make sure you keep some money, and you gotta stay at the hotel. You know, you stay at the hotel and you buy some food or whatever. And Tokaido it's low key competitive too. It's just so nice. I love Tokaido. All right, let's go ahead. What is your last one?
My last one is Herbaceous.
Yes.
So I like Herbaceous because it's a very simple game to play. It's it's quite pretty. Um,
The art is pretty.
it's low key competitive, and it is an appealing theme because you basically a herbalist, and you have a herb garden and you picking your herbs. It's not. It's a very simple game. Honestly, all you doing is matching.
Yeah, that really is it. It's just a really nice game, low key. Like I played it several times solo, and I love it. It's just relaxing, you know. Now I will say this: Herbaceous and Sunset Over Water are made by the same publisher.
That makes sense.
Herbaceous is not on my list. Okay, it was between those two, but
So why didn't Herbaceous make your list?
it just didn't make it. I didn't make the list. I'm sorry. It was it had to be Sunset Over Water.
Okay.
You know. All right. You want to know why I didn't make the list? I'm still upset they don't have Bezo.
You are such a grudge holder.
I'm sorry. Where's my Bezo?
Maybe they'll make an expansion and have base.
That's what I'm waiting on.
Okay.
I'm waiting on Bezo.
All right.
That's it. So,
Okay.
but anyway. All right. That's your 5. So my last one, my number 1, is this game right here that I just recently discovered, A Gentle Rain.
Yeah, that sounds chill.
This game is so relaxing. I mean, if you look at the rule book, it tells you take a deep breath and relax. Put on loose clothing, in your Matthew McConaughey voice.
Okay.
Or would you prefer Morgan Freeman?
I mean,
I'm just saying. The rule book is just telling you, just relax. and just enjoy this game. And the game lasts like about 15 minutes.
Okay.
If that. It's a get it in where you can fit it in game.
Okay.
This game will just rob the stress from you.
Okay.
You know, you got to try this. I've introduced this to 2 people so far.
Well, one of them is a flower child, which I'm not, so love her dearly, but she is, so I'm not a flower child.
Yeah, this game is nice. I'm sorry. This game is beautiful.
Okay.
All right. So, those are our favorite relaxing board games.
What are your favorite games?
Yeah, what do you have some of your favorite relaxing board games? Leave it in the comments below and let us know, because she done pointed out some that I actually wasn't even thinking about. So I'm actually proud of her. Anyway, if you like the contents of this video, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And like I said, these are our favorite relaxing board games. I'm Dwayne.
I'm Alicia.
We are Blackboard Gaming, and we will see you next time.